everyone, it's Jo at Cloth Bums here, and today's video is actually a request from someone who asked me, but a few people ask, what do I have in my personal collection? So I thought I would show you a representative look at what I've got. I'm afraid it's not actually that exciting. I got into cloth nappies and I got my first starter kit as pre-loved from Facebook, and I've mostly been going with the same stuff since. So I will show you what I've got. My mainstay and the thing that I tend to use, especially when in the house or just lounging about, is the Bum Genius Flip nappies, which is just a plain cover with an insert that is adjustable. I'm not even sure that you can get these anymore. This is a new one that I never ended up using. My normal ones look far different from this, and I teamed up, we boosted it with a charcoal booster. That's what I use day in, day out, my normal thing with my son, and I used with my daughter. Really good, reliable system. I liked it, and because it's all individual items, it dries nice and quickly out on the line. Having said that, when the weather is pants, I do tumble dry, and I'll show you what happens to a bamboozle when it gets over tumble dried. For night time, I very commonly used a close pop-in, double gusseted, just a plain wrap. Again, this is a Bum Genius Flip cotton trifold, and again I just boosted it with a charcoal booster, and you can see that this poor old trifold has seen the wars. Bless it. It's been quite well used and it's falling apart a little bit. When my son finishes with night nappies, I think I will just have to put that on the cleaning rag pile. Another pretty standard one that I like to go or use when we're going out and I just want that little bit of extra containment. Good old classic close parent pop-in. Love it. It's a great nappy. I prefer poppers to Velcro, but still that's just the way it is. These are the ones I ended up with. I think I got this one in the Hertfordshire nappy kit that you used to be able to get from the council. When it comes to the pop-in, I prefer the bamboo inserts to the polyester ones because they're far more absorbent, and yet this would be my go-to if we were going out somewhere and I just really didn't want to have any leaks. This is what I'd go to, and I know people slate this a little bit, or at least they think it gets too small for the little ones. My son is 21 months now, but he's in 2 to 3 clothing, and I still use this on him. Yes, it's trim, yes, it's like a pant fit, but it still works perfectly fine, so I still love using these. Brilliant nappy, really good, you can get hold of them, really, really great, especially if you can get them pre-loved. And just make sure that the inner gusset is still intact. That's what you really want to look out for that. And another nighttime staple that I used with my kids is the good old-fashioned bamboozle. Got tot spots, peanut wrap. I still love this print. It's just such a nice, cute print. And bless it, my bamboozle is a bit tired now. The elastic's largely gone, and if you have a look here, oh, where was it? You can actually see it's just starting to bald, but this has been in high rotation for nearly 3.5 years solid, really, so this is what will happen eventually. It's on its last legs, but I sort of can't get rid of it, just a bit attached to it, but fantastic nappies. I love the bamboozle. When my son was going through his heavy wetting period, I would use a bamboozle with the booster folded up to the front because he's a boy, but I would also use 2 peanut pads and snap that inside the wrap and then go all over it because that's over 1 litres worth of absorbency, so I used to use that a lot, and that's really the mainstay of my collection. I did have a couple of the Bum Genius pocket nappies for going to the childminder or something, just make it a little bit easier, less things flapping about for a childminder is always a good idea. And then it was only when I started the library that I started experimenting and just using the library as an excuse to try all the nappies, and since then I have fallen a little bit in love with Bobo Tweet nappies. So my recent purchases and things that I have bought for myself personally have been Bobo Tweet items, so at this point in the video it sort of becomes a Bobo Tweet expo, but one of my absolute favourite things from Bobo Tweet is they're all in 2, so you've got a lovely double set of inserts there. You've got this is bamboo terry and hemp inserts, so really, really absorbent, fantastic, and they're also quite large size. This the all-in-two from Bobo Tweet has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rise settings, whereas a lot will only have 3 or 4. Really great nappy, absolutely love it. This is how I fell in love with Bobo Tweets actually, this is where it started, and then I just couldn't stop myself from buying more nappies. So the all-in-two, absolutely love it. I've recently been having a little bit of a revival of pre-flats as well. So this is a really cute, this is the Bobo Tweet pre-flat. This is the large size one. So look at the inside of that, the little bees, and that's so cute. So this is just cotton, this is cotton waffle. So in itself, it's quick absorbing but doesn't have high absorbency, so I would boost that with something like bamboo or hemp, and then you have to put a wrap over it, and this needs a nappy nipper. I have done a video on how to do pre-flats. Again, I would wrap it up in something like the close pop-in with that double gusset. Love that. And then my big love at the moment, my really big love, especially for night time, for my son. He's not as heavy wetting as he once was. He's starting to feed a little bit less at night, so he's not as heavy as he was. But my favourite thing to use for my son at night is the Bobo Tweet Hybrid. This is, I mean, first off, just look at it. That's so beautiful. But this is nice absorbent. If memory serves, I think it's French terry outer. Then you've got a trifold of hemp with a microfleece lining on top, and then an additional bamboo, I believe, booster. Agnes at Bobo Tweet will probably tell me off that I've got that wrong, but super absorbency, so much absorbency, just absolutely fantastic nappy. So I've got one in this red print, I've got another one in this stunning dream catcher print. So again, you've got the trifold and the additional booster to match. And then I've got another one. This was a prototype, so you can't buy one of these. This was a prototype one before it became the hybrid that we know. But again, look at this wolf pattern. This pattern is just amazing. This one has, again, a booster, but it had actually a bifold rather than a trifold, but moved up to the trifold to get the extra absorbency in. Just absolutely beautiful nappies. I'm so in love with Bobo Tweet. It's not paid advert, I just really like her nappies. But as I try more and more things from the library, I just keep telling myself, no, I don't need any more nappies now, I have everything that I have. But that's really the mainstay of what I have. It's a bit boring, I'm afraid. What I would like to do is I might try and do a video of, like, if I could create a perfect stash again out of things that I've got in the library, then I'll do that video, because there's a lot of stuff that I'm a big fan of, but I can't justify buying a load of new nappies now. My son is coming up for 2. It won't be too long before he potty trains, so as much as I want to buy all the nappies, they'll just have to go into the library instead. So yes, the Bum Genius Flip, which is just the separated parts, really quick drying, very economical system, really did like that. Close pop in, tot spots, bamboos. I do have a couple of easy fits, but I tended to reach for those last. If it was laundry day and I didn't have an awful lot else going on, I'd reach for a couple of easy fits. Love the close pop in, just the plain poppered wrap with the double gusset. That's really nice. I do have some blueberry coveralls as well, but unfortunately I didn't have any dry clean to be able to show you. That's another really good plain poppered wrap for going overnight nappies and hybrids and things. And yeah, and then flats is really where I did a lot of stuff, and now I've bought as much extra nappies as I'm going to need really for my son, but I'm in love with Bobo Tweet stuff. The hybrids for nighttime are just absolutely fantastic, really love them. So I hope that you have enjoyed a little foray into my personal collection. I will do another video at some point soon on if I could make my dream collection, what would it be, because that would be a fun one. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.